What I'm about to say is it's hard to put down into words. The heart can hold an infinite amount of love, of regret, and pain. But unfortunately, my time isn't infinite, so I can only tell you a portion of how I'm feeling. But I hope that I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, and I get my thoughts out to you.
I guess what I have to say to you isn't super personal to you. It's more just me in this situation right now, and me having to be here and know that you're in a completely different place, and that that's okay, and that you can feel however you want to feel, but that somehow you still have affected me.
I was thinking that I wanted to tell you some things before, I would die or you would die, just to make sure that you knew about these things. There are times in our life, and I'm sure you'll remember them, but they stand out so much to me, and somehow they sort of encapsulize how it is that you love me and how I love you. And one of them was over 20 years ago, and it was when we were summoned to Hawaii for my dad's wedding. And we had been married 11 years, and you had never met my dad. You only knew about him from what I would say, which wasn't all that great.
Oh, how I bathe in the thought of you sometimes. And I feel that I'm more able to live naturally around you, yet unable to express how deep I feel love for you. And when I'm with you, chilling, keeping it real, drinking tea, making poems about our simple pleasures in the surroundings around us, or whatever we may be doing. When we're together, it's that proximity and that sort of dance of energies, perhaps, you and me. There's something.
You've been there for me, for better or for worse, for 2 years. You've taught me about human emotions, about the human psyche, about people in general. But you've also taught me what I don't want to do. And it's for those reasons that I have to leave you. You're going down a path that ends in darkness. I've tried to be a crutch. I've tried to be something you could lean on, but I wanted so badly to help you,
I tried to keep everything inside, my feelings for you. I tried to bottle it up. I'm not really sure why. I thought it was too complicated and I couldn't deal with it, and I thought I could just suppress it forever. It was just, I was foolish and I didn't know as much as I know now.
I see you every day. I see you regardless, and everything's okay. There's nothing wrong. I don't have any negative feelings really towards you. I mean, you've said things that have hurt me. You've said things that have really bothered me, but ultimately I care about you, and it's easy to just be around you and everything to be okay, but when I'm not around you, I feel really unsettled by a lot of things, and I don't really know what has to do with you and what is just me and my own situation.
When I first met you, and it's sort of like has been growing in my subconscious or whatever, the subconscious of my heart, I guess. All I know is that the love that I've cultivated and experienced and dreamed about even, I want to share that. And there's no one that I want to share it with more than you. And why talk about it? Why not just love?
In a very short period of time that we were there, you figured him out. And you made this decision, like spontaneously, to call my mom 5 time zones away in Pittsburgh. Maybe it's 6 time zones. And you went to this payphone.
You've been pulling me down for far too long. You can't be dependent on me, and you can't be dependent on anyone else. You have to be dependent on yourself. Because no one else can make you happy except for you.
When you came back for my dad's funeral, that was so wonderful. It was hard, as you probably could tell, on me, and you being there meant so much to me. I really missed you, and whenever you've gone, I've cried like a baby. I've always loved you.
And I feel that I love you so deeply, or at least have the potential to. I love you so deeply, yet have the potential to express that to you. But now's not the time. In fact, I love you so much that I am not looking for a romance. I want to share a house with you.
You wanted to call her and tell her that you had met Frank and that you had decided that the day that he left was the luckiest day of her life. And that was such an incredible act of love for her, but also for me.
I feel like part of what's so painful about being around you for me is that I feel like you aren't getting what you need. And it's hard to see somebody and want to be there in a way for them and know that they're, in a sense, keeping themselves alone.
I love you, but I can't be around you anymore. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we decide our own fate through the choices we make. I do believe that.
Simply put, I love you. And I want to watch a turtle with you. Watch what a turtle does. Or, I don't know, practice kung fu with you. Man, I want to fight you. That would be fun, actually.
You know that I will still get to know you in some way, but I do still want to be closer to you, and I don't really know how to ask for that other than by saying that I want to be closer to you.
I've never loved anyone like you before, and I don't know if I let you know as much as I should have that. But I guess I'm doing it now.
I don't think they've invented the words that I would need to use to describe the love that you give me and the love that I feel. So, there you have it. I love you.
You're always going to be my friend, and I'm never going to forget you. But for now, it's goodbye.